Robinson's game is going to be to stick and move and make Toney chase him.
Arnie Rosenthal, his manager, calls him the most disciplined fighter I've ever been around in my career. So he'll need to stick to a game plan here against Toney.
He's determined to not only win the fight, but to knock Robinson out. You heard him tell that to Sean O'Grady earlier tonight.
Jason Robinson is a former kickboxer, a three-time kickboxing champion, says he was able to make the transition pretty good. He got tagged with a good short right hand from James Toney there.
Fighting from that southpaw stance, and I tell you, that has been music to any fighter in boxing. Jason Robinson.
Toney looking to load up with that right hand now against the southpaw, come right down the middle.
And there it is.
It was a little short, though.
Southpaws are vulnerable to that punch. A real straight right hand down the pipe and a real wide left hook. The way they stand their positioning, they're vulnerable to that. For Robinson, he's got to be on his speed. First thing any aging fighter loses is his speed.
Every time he goes lefty, that is Toney goes lefty, Robinson tags him.
Robinson's got very nice, he's very rangy, using the ring well.
Yeah, he's keeping Toney off him pretty well. Good left hand, right. Toney's punches caught on the arms of Robinson. These two body shots are pretty good, though.
And Toney, this is typical of Toney because he has always been a fighter who likes to break down his opponent. He dissects them, basically, Barry, then breaks them down bit by bit.
Doing beautiful. No intimidation whatsoever. We're just 100% happy at this point. There's a lot of fight to go, though, Sean. As you know, this is scheduled for 12.
Yeah, and you know how James Toney fights. He starts off kind of slowly, and then he builds to a crescendo.
And he's an all-time pro. So.
Yeah, and what do you do? How do you keep Jason this focused throughout this fight tonight?
I think Toney will take care of that for us. Yeah. You just don't let up with James Toney. You have that man in front of you in the ring. You stay focused for 12 rounds.
Oh, no.
Toney has not done much in this round. He's been out hustled by Robinson in this round.
Good right hand right there by Toney. Oh, another one right on the button. And Robinson stays right there.
James Toney is the great practitioner, turning the shoulder and the right hand follow.
But his corner was all over him for standing in front. Now, I would tell you, I still gave that round to Robinson. Even though I know the judges won't.
I don't know that anybody's done it better than in the last 10 years than James Toney.
He's very crafty. Robinson is letting Toney into his punching range more now. Toney giving him a lot of different angles, but not a bad round for Robinson again. And there's a right hand, and that is going to drop Robinson. Just like that. That caught him. Still doesn't seem 100% back yet, Robinson. And Toney comes right after him, hits him with a right hand and another right hand. Toney being aggressive in this round, not waiting. A big right hand.
I tell you, this is a one-punch fight in terms of how Toney can win it with the counter rights.
What he did is he took Jason Robinson's punches early. He rolled his shoulders, he turned, he timed it properly, took his time, and then when the window was open, he really scored. The window was open, now it's closed again, but when it was open, he was really trying to go for the KO. Guys?
He's still kind of playing coy here, is Toney. Shake his knees, an old trick that Sugar Ray Leonard used to do.
I really didn't think the way the previous round ended that he'd be able to make it through another round.
I didn't either. I just thought that Toney kind of played with him a little bit in that round.
But that may have cost Toney the round. But he seems a little more intent on business here in round 7.
Let's go back into the corner now.
He's saying,
Fine.
seems like he's in this fight.
Absolutely.
What do you try to do to him at this point? What do you try to get him to do?
Get back on the game plan that won the first 4 rounds for him.
Which is?
Stick and move to your right, and not drop your left hand like that.
All right, I think he heard that. Jason Robinson, they don't want him dropping his hands. You got to remain focused, guys.
He just seems to have no defense for the counter right of Toney.
And Toney is not throwing it a lot, but when he does, it's with intent.
Tony has gone back more to the gradually break down his opponent role in this round.
There's a right hand from Robinson that rocked Tony. I think Tony just got a little too cute. I don't believe Tony is hurt. And there's a left hand, and that drops Robinson.
As soon as he got back to business, Barry, as soon as James Toney got back to business, I believe this fight is over.
Yeah, about it in boxing, and you're looking at a real pro right now.
Tremendous finish. There's the right, the left. Now get ready, because he will finish it up. Oh, beautiful left hook, no doubt about it. See that knee crumple up?